Here are today's top news stories and why they matter. A well-known Ghanaian TikToker has been sentenced to 7 months in prison after admitting to threatening the life of President John Mahama and other senior officials in a viral video. Ghanaian police say that while freedom of speech is protected, it does not extend to inciting violence. DW's Maxwell Sook has more on the case.
The individual, David Kordo Praeful, popularly known online as Kwame Nkrumah II, was convicted for offensive conduct likely to disturb public peace. He still faces a separate trial over the specific death threats made against the president. This case is part of a wider crackdown on hate speech and online threats in Ghana, with other TikTokers also facing legal action for defamatory content shared during live stream. Here is what some Ghanaians think about the sentencing of influencers like Eful.
If it was any other person aside the president, would it have been the same number of months? Or probably because it's the president they are using 6 months. The other question to ask, are there people in the past who have been sentenced for similar times for committing similar crimes? I don't think this may be the first or probably going to be the last.
If they didn't do that, others would take that for granted and then they will continue to do more, because if they are to do it, don't be any fear to say that, oh, if I even do it, nothing will happen. So at least they can just punish the person and then for a scapegoat for the others so that they won't do that again.
In a major move against cybercrime, Microsoft has shut down 340 phishing domains linked to a subscription-based service known as Raccoon 0365, allegedly operated by a Nigerian national. The platform is believed to have stolen over 5,000 Microsoft user credentials across 94 countries. What's the reaction? Cybersecurity experts are calling this a significant victory. Raccoon 0365 is part of a growing trend of phishing-as-a-service platforms that make cybercrime accessible even to low-skilled actors. Analysts from Cloudflare and Health ISAC say the service has breached multiple healthcare systems and targeted thousands more across various industries. Why does this matter? This case highlights the alarming rise of easy-to-use cybercrime tools. Microsoft's Digital Crime Unit warns that Raccoon 0365 enables users to launch large-scale phishing attacks, sometimes sending thousands of emails daily. Once credentials are compromised, attackers can infiltrate networks, deploy ransomware, or steal sensitive data. In the Malawi elections, local media reports from Tuesday's vote suggest that 85-year-old former President Peter Mutharika is performing strongly against incumbent President Lazarus Chakwera. The Electoral Commission has yet to release official results, but early projections indicate a possible runoff if no candidate secures the required 50% majority for an outright win. Meanwhile, the SADC Electoral Observer Mission has recommended that the government consider allowing electronic transmission of results in future elections.
Process followed the SADC principles and guidelines and the local laws, the Malawian laws, which is what we are looking for. Also, what I would like to mention is that I think people must understand that we are not a SADC big brother. We are family, and every family has its own rules and regulations that they should follow as a family.
And that's all we had time for today. Don't forget to leave a comment, share, like, and subscribe to our channel DW Africa. I'm Lucy Riley.